Mr. Jerry,
And
yeah, please. Have you heard of drug abuse? What do you understand about it?
yeah, drugs abuse is taking excess of what you are supposed to be consuming in order to keep your health in normal condition. Because if, for example, you are supposed to take 2 tabs of paracetamol and you went ahead to take excess, you see, you are abusing the drugs. Most of the people that do take drugs, like all these with codeine, tutolin, and they will tell you that they are in a high spirits, which is very bad. For me, I'm not into that. I just love the level I am now. I'm not into drugs addiction.
What is drug abuse? Drug abuse is the habitual taking of addictive or illegal drugs. It involves the misuse of substances including alcohol, prescription medications, and illegal drugs in a way that is harmful to the body, mind, or society at large. Drug abuse not only affects the individual using the substances but also has far-reaching impacts on families, communities, and the nation as a whole. Commonly abused substances: 1. Cannabis, Indian hemp or marijuana. 2. Cocaine. 3. Heroin. 4. Methamphetamine. 5. Prescription drugs, for example, codeine, tramadol, benzodiazepines. 6. Alcohol. 7. Inhalants, for example, glue, paint thinner. 8. Synthetic drugs, for example, Colorado, monkey tail. Causes of drug abuse: peer pressure, curiosity and experimentation, depression and anxiety, lack of parental guidance, socioeconomic hardship, trauma and abuse, glorification in music, movies, and pop culture. Signs and symptoms: mood swings, aggression or violent behavior, loss of interest in personal grooming or hygiene, poor performance at work or school, withdrawal from family and friends, uncoordinated speech or movement, delusions or hallucinations, criminal behavior or destruction of property. Effects of drug abuse: 1. Health problems, liver failure, brain damage, cardiovascular issues, and even death. 2. Mental illness, psychosis, depression, paranoia, and schizophrenia-like symptoms. 3. Addiction, cravings and dependency, making it hard to function without the drug. 4. Loss of dreams and potential, abandonment of goals and life ambitions. 5. Criminal tendencies, theft, violence, and vandalism. 6. Broken families and friendships. 7. Social stigma and isolation. A true story, my friend from the village. I grew up in a quiet village where life was simple and the people knew each other by name. Among my childhood friends was someone I'll call Emeka, a bright, ambitious, and kind-hearted boy. Emeka was the kind of person everyone believed would make it in life. He was excellent in school, had dreams of becoming an engineer, and often spoke about changing the fortunes of his family. Unfortunately, during his teenage years, he got involved with a group of boys who introduced him to Indian hemp. At first, it seemed harmless, a puff here and there, but as time went on, he became dependent. The once sharp, focused boy began to fade before our very eyes. He dropped out of school, lost interest in everything that once brought him joy, and began displaying signs of mental imbalance. Today, Emeka roams the village streets, unable to coordinate his thoughts or actions. He talks to himself, lashes out without reason, and has become a threat to both life and property. People avoid him out of fear. He breaks windows, destroys crops, and sometimes sets fires without warning. It's heartbreaking to see someone with so much potential become a shadow of his former self. What's even more painful is that he has no one to help him. His family, overwhelmed and financially drained, can't afford psychiatric care. There's no rehabilitation center nearby, and no community intervention. Emeka's dreams are gone, buried under the weight of drug abuse. How can we prevent drug abuse? 1. Education and awareness. Teach young people the dangers of drug abuse early. 2. Parental involvement. Monitor children's behavior and peer groups. 3. Support systems, counseling and community outreach programs. 4. Strict regulation. Enforced laws against drug trafficking and public consumption. 5. Rehabilitation centers increase access to affordable and quality rehab services. 6. Early intervention. Identify and assist at-risk individuals before it's too late. Conclusion. Drug abuse is a silent epidemic eating away at the fabric of our society. It destroys lives, ruins families, and kills dreams. The story of Emeka is not just one of sorrow, but also a warning to others. If you know someone struggling with drugs, don't ignore it. Speak up, reach out, and do your part. Let's work together to protect our future, one person, one life, one community at a time. Let me know if you'd like this adapted for a flyer, social media post, speech, or campaign material.